White flag.
White flag is out. 2.6 miles to go. Oh, trouble. Trouble. The big one on the dinger, on his lid. Side over side, end over end.
Kevin Harvick's going to win this race.
Actually ended this race.
But Jimmy Johnson got out of shape first there. It saves it. And right behind him, everybody starts getting together. Looks like Tony Stewart forces Allmendinger upside down.
Boy, and that, thank goodness the safer barriers on that inside wall.
Yeah, and we've seen in the past that when something happens behind the leaders that NASCAR's let these guys race.
Final caution flag. You were right in the middle of it. Help us out. What happened?
I'm not exactly sure what happened. Let's look at the video here. I'm thinking one more lap and I get my sub sandwich. We're going to go home, and then they started wrecking. I turned left. I didn't know AJ went upside down there. That thing was flying. That was really strange. AJ really lucky to be okay.
Oh, Suarez. Briscoe got him into the back of Suarez, and he gets pounded.
Dang it.
Oh,
Buscher's upside down. I think he hooked a drain.
And show you the first contact is going to be Chase Briscoe, the red and black car on the outside there, and Daniel Suarez in the 99 down on the inside of Briscoe.
You see Suarez come up, just wasn't clear, caught the 14, gets sideways, and here comes the impact. Hard hit. You see him spinning. The more you look at that, the whole right front suspension was broke off. I think it rolled underneath the car, and that's what flipped the car. The upper A-frame was broke. The whole right front suspension dug in.
That was Todd Gilliland, tried to go high and just didn't have enough room.
See that right front wheel dug underneath the car, and that's what dug in and caused it to start flipping. Violent crash.
Now let's ride
a lot of cars slide through the infield. The last thing you think is going to happen is that you're going to flip. That was the last thing he thought was going to happen. But I'm with Clint. It almost appears that impact from Suarez
watch when it spins around right here. You see the right front. See it flip
right
over?
There.
Yeah.
Dug in.
Upper A-frame was broken. As soon as it rolled underneath the car, it dug in and sent that thing a-flipping. Wow. What a ride. A lot of work went into the safety of these race cars. See him crawl out of that thing. Hats off to everybody involved in that.
Back down, they block. The 60 goes around. Briscoe hard into the wall.
A lot of big hits today. After restart, everybody's very aggressive. Contact with the 9 and the 20 in front of Briscoe, and just got into that curvature of the wall, the inside wall.
Yeah, this is going to show you just how hard this impact was.
Oh. That's something the tracks have to continue to look at. How can we get those curves out of the walls? You want to be able to have access for personnel, safety personnel, to quickly get to the drivers, but you can see that access point creates a bad point of impact. Safer barrier doing a great job, but it's just that angle of impact that's so bad.
And think about that. All 4 tires once again off the ground on this.
The white flag is out. They're going to crash.
with a big run. They're crashing. Christopher Bell upside down. Under his own power, walked away. Watch the ride taken in the 4 truck on the outside, second in line. Peters gets bumped.
Looks like William Byron got jumped by the 86. Look at Timothy Peters on the inside as Christopher Bell tumbles down the front straightaway. Timothy all the way to the inside of the racetrack as You know, a lot of new pavement down there, guys, and that makes such a huge difference. They don't get any grass. A lot of huge pavement scrubs off a lot of that speed.
I count 13 rolls for Christopher Bell. Watch it.
Well, Daniel Hemrick almost went underneath that 4 truck of Christopher Bell.
It's a testament to the safety of these racing vehicles that Christopher Bell can take that kind of ride
Christopher
and
Bell
then drop the window net and climb out.
Very fortunate that these trucks are as safe as they are. Look at this truck just get out of control. Probably about the fastest part of this speedway, Phil, right out of the tri-oval.
It just starts tumbling.
That young man with his dirt racing background, I'm sure he's had many barrel rolls in his career, but none like that.
And Michael, I know you've been upside down. I've been upside down like that.
Who's going to try to make it 3 wide? Whoa!
Whoa! Berry's gone, and he goes up and over. Huge hit for Josh Berry. Eric Jones is involved. There's Austin's
a scary wreck. Watch this car, how quickly, when it gets spun, contact. The 2 is getting pushed, and as soon as that car was pushing him, got turned around and went. This is what scared me, because Josh is hanging on his belts. He's not in his seat. He's hanging on his belts and has that frontal impact.
Everything that went right for the 34 to set his car back on the wheels didn't go right for Josh Berry. And I'm with you, Jeff. The flip is the first concern, but then the hit into the wall when gravity is pulling you out of the seat is just different. Multi-point harness is trying to hold your hips and your lower body tight into that.
Gilliland came from nowhere. See, here's the push from behind, and then it moved the 2 car up. And again, pushing gone wrong.
What a violent hit.
See right there, there's the push. They all stacked up, the 8, the 20. Now the one thing about that car, when it's sat down on the roof,
yes,
look at the integrity of the roof. It's sitting there really strong. That's something this car is really good at. The older car.
Take that spot away and take the lead away from Newman, but Newman will have nothing of it.
No, got trouble getting into 3, guys.
Joey Logano.
Big crash.
Oh, he's all tagged down. Over and over, Logano goes between 3 and 4.
No.
Our car will come back to rest on all 4 tires. Heavy crash here on lap 32.
See Robbie Gordon, Martin Truex, Reed Sorensen involved in this. I looked up, saw the 20 car on the apron getting into the corner. Really just kind of a stack-up effect. Like one of them got on the brakes and kind of forced. Yeah, look at Tony Stewart just missing this crash. Man, here's where it really gets exciting. Man. We talked about that there's nowhere to go as you come off of these corners, and when something like this happens, you make a commitment, and you've got one opportunity really to miss this wreck. Tony Stewart did a great job. Some others got caught up in. Let's drive along with Tony Stewart here. See it develop right in front of him. He actually got into the back of the 20 as he checked up. And you know it's going to be bad right here when he comes up in front of traffic. Reed Sorensen makes the impact. Scott Speed got a piece of it also.
The car's actually going backwards when it starts to lift up and go over and begin to tumble.
Yeah, it's just being pushed, and as it kind of dug in a little bit and it was continued to get pushed there, that's what got it up and rolling. And here we talk about how high the banks are here, and you see he just tumbling down that bank. There's so much height difference right there from the top of the bank down to the apron.
3 stories.
Kyle Busch in the lead late. Kevin Harvick moved him with 7 laps to go. He went on to win that race.
Oh, hard into the wall. It's a 43.
Bubba Wallace slams the wall.
Turn one. Oh, no brakes. Not a fan of this, Rick. I've seen this before. Jeff Gordon and I were here. We had a brake failure. He took that same left-hand turn. Dale, you have to assume, seeing the 43 down in the left in the grass, he's trying to do anything to slow that car down. And what a heavy, heavy impact into that safer barrier.
Yeah, that is the most frighteningest feeling that a driver can have when you have no control, either no brakes or no control of your car, and such a long distance to travel before.
Watch the crowd's reaction to this when the window went down.
Where in William Byron's words, he said, "I almost crashed, but I saved
Oh, there
it."
is a wreck off turn 4 right now. Big wreck.
Wow. And Byron's involved. After a brilliant day, the driver of the relay Chevy. Kim, tell us why. Tell us more.
Yeah, William got on the radio and said, I had no idea he was pitting. I had no idea he was pitting. What was he doing? So William Byron kind of scratching his head there on what that incident and what caused it.
John Hunter Nemechek, Ty Dillon. Wounded race cars everywhere.
Some guys, as they break, get up into the racing line. Just take a look. Oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness.
No idea that he was pitting at all. Many times the spotters will signal, wave their arms, I'm pitting, and clearly no communication from up there. William Byron just had no indication he was going to pit.
Look at John Hunter Nemechek sideways down pit road. Oh, that's ugly. That
Trying to figure out where that 10 is in reference, Jeff. Is he higher than others that have come to pit road? I don't.
There are many drivers that have come to pit road not on the white line. I think you should be on the white line. I know it's a little quicker if you're using more of the racetrack.
There's one here at Talladega just once. It was the first race run here back in 2006. Mark Martin took it to victory lane. Oh, contact, and around goes Todd Gilliland.
Hold your brake there. You okay, Todd?
And a big hit for the 4. Was running second.
Just let them come get things done.
Crew Chief Marcus Richmond. Gilliland. So Todd Gilliland seeking his first career win. Not going to happen today. Watch what happened.
There's the bump. Trying to get to the inside.
Yeah, and a lot of times what happens right there, you know, you saw him get the 98 truck up, and as he came up and hit him with the right front, you just lose control of your truck, and it shoots it to the left. So he got in the back bumper of him, and that's what we were talking about earlier. When you're offset to the left like that, it makes that truck in front of you loose when you get into the left rear quarter panel. And then he got under him, and Infinger just came down and hit that right front and just shot it to the left. Man, that's a big hit.
A lot of times, Kevin, we watch these wrecks and haven't done this for 100.
Yeah, the 98 just going to pop out of line and kind of easily go by the 30.
Oh, contact made into the wall hard. Did not clear Sieg and got into the wall with the right front. The 9 of Brandon Jones is sideways. Oh, and a little contact there as well. The 1 of Sam Mayer caught up in this. Ball was Riley Herbst. Take another look.
Sieg had been having trouble off turn 2. He did again. Herbst got a big run. Tries to get back in front of him and just completely misjudges it.
Yeah, just simply not clear. Wants to come up, try to open that entry into turn 3.
He has so much momentum here, he thinks he's clear. He's trying to cover that outside, and The 39 had to lift. The 9 got into him.
To your point, Jeff, I think that he's passing the 39 with such pace that he thinks he's going to easily go by him. And at the same time, the 9 kind of gets to the 39's bumper and surges the 39 forward, which changes the pace of overtaking. It's kind of like passing someone at the interstate, not checking your blind spot. That person's decided to speed up.
Contact!
Caution is out. Oh boy, Zane Smith on his side. And over. Here we go, that's a good sign. Zane Smith out of the car, communicating with the AMR safety team, and here's how it went down.
Run the red flag because of this wreck. 42. John Hunter Nemechek just drives into the left rear quarter panel with Zane. Zane climbs the wall, and gets on the left side and just rim rides it all the way around. Not sure I've ever seen that before, Steve.
No, it reminds me of Brad Keselowski decades ago at Fontana and Xfinity cars. The only time I remember, and then when it finally gets perpendicular to the asphalt, it catches in. And I can tell you, those look like slow tumbles, but I guarantee inside the car, those are some very hard hits. Scary situation right there. Driver against the asphalt for a long, long time. The 42 got sent back up for a really hard hit. And then right here, these are very, very tough tumbles against the asphalt. And then that one lands. You know, there's no more air in the tires. It lands right on the frame rail.
We saw an Xfinity wreck like this years ago at Bristol. These are, when Nemechek went back across the racetrack, he got into Barry and shot both of them up to the right.
It's on the move is Austin Cindric.
Oh, we got another one. Is that the 19?
Yep.
Same situation. Wow.
And right under him. Oh, and into the wall. Goes the 40. Oh, my gosh.
Cole Custer, nowhere to go there. Big fire. He had a big impact. Luckily, seeing him get out of the race car right now, because that was a big impact to that inside barrier.
The AMR safety crew is there right away, but he just...
So already an issue, I believe, here, or maybe not.
His hood's
no,
still
not
up.
yet.
Oh, somebody checked up right there.
McDowell
yep.
checks up. Truex gets into him, and he's slowing down, and here comes Cole Custer through to the inside. Nowhere to go. Has no idea. Martin Truex Jr.'s had damage. Now that right, thank goodness there's a little bit of a safer barrier. Well, is that a
That's a foam barrier.
Yeah.
It's a foam wall.
Barrier?
Yes.
Thank goodness that was there instead of just hitting that Armco barrier for Cole Custer.
We're going to ride with Martin Truex. Truex into McDowell.
You can see how fast McDowell came into the picture.
And I don't know if McDowell had an issue or he's same thing, visibility, and he's just trying to get checked up. But
there were cars in front of McDowell, but none were slowed dramatically from what we could see there.
I feel like we could get the Air Titans out there and probably help these guys restart, especially just on that straightaway. It's the only troublesome spot I see on the whole track. And it's not water standing. It's just like you said, Jeff, these cars that are 3 and 4 wide on these restarts in particular. Massive hit right there. It's Cole Custer. Man, he almost got him on his lid. That was a big hit. Unfortunate.
2 big hits for Cole Custer. First hitting Mark Truex Jr., then that inside wall.
Thank God they had that foam wall right there.